Nick Clark. Welcome to Discovery Today, bringing you the latest from the world of science and technology. In today's program, we test a new device to stop gas cylinders from exploding. New ways of predicting hurricanes. It's going to be a busy summer. The teenager learning to live with a titanium heart. And we take a look at the technology behind this suit. But first, the holiday season is here and the weather is warming up. But camping, caravanning and barbecues share a common danger: gas cylinders. In a fire, a gas cylinder becomes a time bomb that can explode with enough force to kill and destroy buildings. Discovery Today tested a new device designed to protect cylinders even from the fiercest of blazes.
For firefighters battling a blaze, gas cylinders can turn a bad situation into a hellish one. The canisters become time bombs, ready to explode with no warning and with terrifying force. A few months ago, a truck loaded with hundreds of gas cylinders crashed in a fireball that engulfed a stretch of motorway outside London. 30 of the 600 gas canisters exploded. Pieces of debris were found over 400 metres away.
You saw them lifting up like 1,000 metres or so, really high up into the sky, and all the smoke and everything, it just looked like it was an inferno.
But one scientist thinks he's got a solution.
An unprotected cylinder of this type will become dangerous and begin to vent gas after only about 3.5 or 4 minutes. That's under the particular fire conditions we use. If the heat input's high enough, then that cylinder may explode after 6 or 7 minutes. Now, that's not very long in a fire. That's sort of about the time you'd expect the fire brigade to arrive. The cylinder sits on a ventilated base. Then this drops over the top. And the reason it drops over the top, incidentally, is because it's so light. It's much easier than lifting the cylinder. So that just fits over there. You fit the hose and the regulator in the normal way, exactly the normal way. Only takes a minute or two. And then you simply place the lid over the top and fasten these clips. Once the cylinder's inside here, the jacket will keep it cool and it won't reach that sort of critical 60 or 70 centigrade until after at least half an hour's passed in the fire. The outer skin is the first layer of the fire protection. It's the most important layer. What it does is, when it sees the heat of the fire, when it begins to get hot, it will begin to foam up. It'll soften and it'll foam. And there's only actually a 4 millimetre thickness of it here, on the very outer layer. But when it gets hot, that will expand to probably 1 inch or 30 millimetres thickness. And it will do that very quickly. It'll do that within a couple of minutes. So that in itself is providing a high level of insulation. What we've then got on the inside of there is another 30 millimetres of foam insulation. That's a fire-safe foam, foam that won't burn.
Cylinders protected in this way can survive a raging inferno for over 30 minutes. This gives vital time for the safe evacuation of the public and greatly reduces the danger to firefighters. We'd placed a business card inside the jacket to see how effective the insulation is.
Someone will take the card out.
After 30 minutes, the card remained intact. For the gas industry, this device could solve one of the problems of what is otherwise a safe and clean energy source.
If you have one of these jackets, you can so easily put the cylinder you're using into the jacket. You don't need any instruction, any training. If it's unfortunate enough to be involved in a fire, we know from the experiments undertaking, the cylinder will not explode, and so we see this as a major step forward and something which, for us, we'd be interested in seeing how far it can go.
Hopefully, this insulation technology will make the future of firefighting a safer one.
How not to make your barbecue go with a bang this summer.